Hello, my name is Jason Egan. I'm a GISR specialist like you. And I thought I would share a few tips and tricks, a few things that I've learned over the years, and show you how to do a few things. If you're new in your calling, I hope this is helpful to you. Today we're going to create an organization. Before I get started, just a reminder that if you have other things that you would like to see, questions that you might have, just head over to the Poly board. You can add your suggestions here or upvote another topic for a video or questions or support that you might need, and I'll try and do my best to help. All right. Let's learn how to create a project. Not a project, create an organization. So let's say that you've been talking to an organization and you're ready to create a page for them. Now, there's a couple schools of thought, right? Sometimes we've been trained to create an organization as soon as you can, get them in there, get an organization so they can create their own projects and do their own things. That's great. The benefits of that, of having an organization set up for somebody in GISR, is that they can create their own projects and they don't need to go through you. They can go up on the GISR platform. There is some checks in the background, I'm sure, because I've seen a few of them get kind of stuck and need approval from Salt Lake. Like maybe if they don't follow the rules and are asking for funds or something like that. So, some of that's still there, but having somebody with having a group with an organization page is really great, and it takes a load off of you as a GISR specialist. However, my experience has shown me that that sometimes it's overwhelming, and sometimes it's a hurdle that you have to get past just so you can create a project. And sometimes that's too much for an organization that is just trying to figure out if they even trust GISR, if they trust where it's coming from, the church or you as an individual, how you're marketing it to them or whatever it might be. Sometimes it's just a hurdle. So that's just been my experience. So what I normally do is I will create a project for them or help them create a project the first go, so that they can see kind of how it should be done, what it could look like. I'm sure we've all seen some some projects that are very minimalistic and some that might have poor graphics or bad grammar or whatever, right? So so that's what I'll usually do, is create one that will kind of show them how it could look, right? It helps them get set up, get a project done, and online. And then I try and follow up quickly with other projects. Sometimes I'll add more for them, but if they've got very many, and we'll talk about this another time, it's not very hard to get an organization that thinks they have one project to get 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. It's not. So, excuse me. So, but then after a project or two, I'll create an organization for them. I'll help them get it set up, or set it up for them. Make sure they have an account, turn it over to them, and then kind of walk them through how to edit it and things like that, so that they can manage it themselves, and then help them with that first project so that they can actually see how to do it and work through it. Now, it's not always like that. Sometimes it's a little different, and I will kind of walk through it in different ways. It just depends on the person, their technical abilities. If it's the director of the food bank that's doing it, or if they have a volunteer coordinator, those kind of things. All right, that's just my thoughts. But when you're ready to create an organization, this is how you do it, right? You'll head on over, you'll log in, and we haven't been in here very much, but because they're putting a lot of stuff in my dashboard. But what you'll want to do is go into administration, because there isn't a way to do this on my dashboard yet. You'll click on manage organizations, and you will add an organization. Now right here, you're going to enter the organization's name. So in this particular one, it's called Feed My Sheep, right? That's what they're called. That's their name, Feed My Sheep. when you click on this button, it's going to generate an address. Now, there's another Feed My Sheep out there somewhere because it added a 1 on there. We can go look at it if we wanted to. Because sometimes it's not in use. Right, all right, Feed My Sheep, Temple, right? So they jumped in and they grabbed this link. And they're in Temple, Arizona, I'm assuming. Temple, Texas. Great, awesome. Okay, so that kind of goes to the next thing I was going to tell you is that, Feed My Sheep 1, that's fine. That's fine. That's like when you get an auto-generated username from your, Gmail account or something like that. No good, can be way better. But if it was just Feed My Sheep and I did get that one, again, personally, I would suggest considering changing it unless they're a national organization, because you might get confused and people are going to type in Feed My Sheep and get to the one in Temple, and I don't know. So this particular one is in Howe, Texas. So I could do Feed My Sheep Howe or Feed My Sheep Grayson. Their Instagram account is Feed My Sheep Grayson, so I could use that. That might be really easy. But I did check in that is an inactive account. So let's do Feed My Sheep Howe, Texas. How about that? We'll do that. And then we're going to go ahead and it's going to change it. Now, this is going to be their URL, right? So it's going to be justserve.org/feedmysheephow Texas, how TX, right? So that's what it's going to be. That's not a problem. It's just verifying that. So this is exactly what it's going to be. No problem at all. Because it's super easy to get to. You can use URL shorteners and you can use the QR code to get there. It's no big deal. But that's it. Then you click next and you go into your page to edit the organization. And so we're going to go do a few things. It's asking for some information here. It does say a few places like this icon is required. One gotcha, so it's kind of telling you with a little asterisk what's required and what's not. The background isn't required. It looks like, although I think I may have had some issues with that in the past, but one gotcha is this little box right here says location address, and you're kind of entering your stuff here, and it's really easy to kind of skip over, but you actually need to click on this box to add the location. So sometimes it kind of acts funny, but that might be one of the things, right? So let's go ahead and add a profile image. Now, you'll notice here, it tells you the recommended size. Now, maybe sometime if you're interested, I could show you how to resize images and those kinds of things as well. But for now, we're going to see what we can do with what we have from them. There's their cute little logo. It's awesome. It has some options here to resize and to do some things. Click. You can, crop it, zoom in, zoom out, do some different things like that. Then you click that you have permission, and let's see. It's asking us to crop it, and there we go. Now I can do it. Now it kind of doesn't look like I did anything, but I did. When you play around with it, you'll get to see how it works. But it also allows you to get in and get part of an image and things like that. Very standard stuff, but we can go into more detail if you'd like sometime. Now I'm going to edit or add the background image. Let's see. Here's one. Again, same kind of thing. I can zoom in, zoom out, and it's saying it's not going to fit because you can see it's kind of got this aspect ratio here, and I really want to get this. I've got the logo. It's a good thing. Again, maybe we'll if we want people in there, we're going to just do that for now. We can change it later. It's super easy, but we'll go ahead and put that in there because we want these people, because we want volunteers. We want to promote our volunteers and the community around it. So we'll do that. We've got the organization in here. we're going to go ahead and put a description in here. There's that. You've got a couple options here. You can put a link, do a few different things here. Bullet items if you wanted to do a few things. Like I could say service areas, and I could do something like this. We'll get it fancy. This one might be a little longer video. I hope you found these useful, but that is probably just me thinking that you're even watching them. So we will see. Okay, click on that. Oh, that didn't help me. Wait. So you can see that depending on the browser you're using, this might work okay, might not. There we go. Nothing really you can do there. So there we go. All right, let's see. Name. All right, and a phone number. So I'm just adding this information in here, and an email. Well, let's just go over to their website. They do have a website. I didn't have that ready here. Let's go look at that so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I kind of got that information, most of this information from their website. Kind of created it, worked on it that way. Let's see, I didn't see an email in here when I was looking before. That's probably why. But it's asking for that. Oh, goodness. No? Good. Okay, so, this is something you're going to run into from time to time. I am certain of that will happen. I've looked around their website before, and I didn't see it, and so I just totally forgot about it, getting it, and getting it from them. So I don't have a URL or look, feed my ship Grayson. I should have done that instead of How Texas. I didn't even think of that. See, so got to think of those things. That's okay. That's totally okay. We'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the website URL in there. I'm going to go ahead and put my in there right now just so we can get past it, and then I'll get that from them and get that from the organization because I messed up on that one. I should have gotten that one. So looking on their website again and talking to them, I found that on their website they had a couple of URLs for social media. They both went to, one was inactive, one went to somebody else's account. So they're very grateful that that was mentioned to them so they can fix it. But I did find the correct Facebook page, so that's there and entered. Let's see. Okay, now create. I can't create because I kind of just skipped over that part. So I'm going to enter their address here. It's going to search for it and boop, yep, there it is. I'm going to continue. Now it's going to let me create it and I can look over things, make sure that everything looks good, looks beautiful. I do have to go back and fix that. And here we go. Here is their organization page. It's all done. It's ready. Now, later when you go in to edit it, I'll show you how to do that. But this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have this edit organization page here, and you're going to, this is exactly what they're going to see on their end, right? But when you click on this edit org page, then it's going to give you it's not, but I'll show you where to go to get that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go back to my organizations and I can see feed my sheep right here. I'm going to click on these three buttons here. I can view the organization page, which we kind of looked at before. So this is what the public would see. I can edit. I can add announcements, and this is just going to be just one blurb that's just like, hey, the pantry's closed. We're looking for donations. Hey, we've got an employee of the month or whatever they want to do. You can add administrators. So once they've signed up and have an account, I can create them as administrator. This is what gives them permission to actually edit the organization and add projects and things like that. So that's important. We'll go into that and do that separately another time because you want to be careful with how you're doing permissions. I have given my whole JustServe account away to people before, so made them the lead, and I was just we swapped spots. How about that? And then, of course, you could delete the organization. You can manage endorsements, which is a little bit tricky. We'll go into that another time as well. But let's go ahead and edit the organization again. And yeah, here we go. Everything is set. So everything looks good. Later, I'll show you how you can do a few other things with the organization. And let's see. Yeah, that's it. That should be it. Here's another organization that we set up. Once there is and we'll talk about the projects and stuff later when we have projects for them. When we set up the first project, I'll just use these ones as an example. So that's how you do it. Pretty simple. Again, sorry this is a longer video. I really wanted to try and keep these videos short, but I couldn't explain that in 5 minutes and then give you a little context, a little thoughts of what might work well for setting up, when you might want to set them up. But again, that is entirely up to you. You can set them up right away if you'd like. I personally believe that it's important to have relationships. It's a big part of JustServe and what we're doing in the Communication Council is to have relationships, to build trust. And this is just one way that I find it's easy to do. So thank you. Appreciate this. Thank you for all you do, and we'll see you at the next project.